What's up, everybody? This is the Tech Preacher. So it's another episode here of No Fluff, No Passes. I got the evil twin with me today, and we're going to talk about the nothing phone. Well, this phone is interesting. So we go have some fun in this video. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. So welcome back to another episode of No Fluff, No Passes. Look, there's a lot of hype around this new company that's called Nothing. And they're about to release a new phone called the Nothing Phone 1. And every week we've been hearing more and more details about this device. You know what? I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't know about this phone too much, but I want to hear your thoughts about it. So what's your thoughts about the Nothing Phone 1? Well, first, I'm glad to be back. No fluff, no passes. I absolutely love this show. But you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about the specs. The specs that we all know about the Nothing Phone 1. It has a 6.5-inch 1080p OLED 120 hertz display. It got the Snapdragon 778 processor, which you could get it with either 8 or 12 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs or 256 gigs of internal storage, no SD card support, no power brick in the box. On the rear, you got a dual camera setup. It was pretty interesting here. 50 megapixel camera, 16 megapixel camera on the rear. And then in the front, you're going to get a 16 megapixel camera on this device. The Nothing Phone 1 has a 4500 milliamp battery that's running Android 12 with the Nothing skin on top of it, which we have already played with the betas. So looking at this device, it's a mid-range phone. It's a mid-range phone with a lower-end processor. Kind of strange, but we're going to talk about that a little later. Okay, so with all that said, so what's so special about this phone? I mean, there are other mid-range devices out there already. I mean, mid-range devices is already out here already. So what's different about this device? Well, I think it's all about the design. Looking at the back of the device, it's a transparent back with light strips that they call glyph light strips or whatever, right? It goes around the middle of the device. That's where the wireless charging will be, because this device does have wireless charging. And you have light strips around the camera array. And then you have a light strip at the bottom. So when you charge the device, you will see light indicators, which is pretty neat, right? But in the front of the device with the display, you got a hole punch setup with a, huge display. So, it's okay, right? But I think the Nothing Phone 1 is all about being different. That's what I think that they're shooting for, being different. But going this route, being different, does it work? Because other companies like LG, it came out with an LG Wing with mid-range specs, and it was completely decimated in the tech community. Now that was innovation, right? The LG Wing was innovation, but the tech community didn't receive it too well. So even though we know that the tech community didn't receive devices like the LG Wing that was innovative, what makes this device so different? Why is this device so hyped, and why is this device so different? Well, that's the problem in the tech community. LG was a brand that a bunch of tech enthusiasts hated, right? And even in the tech community hated. They hated anything that LG dropped. When they dropped the device, they got slammed. But it's something about Carl Pye. He has a very good marketing skill that drive attention. Unlike LG, they didn't have that. Look, it's something different about the marketing between LG and Nothing that's so different. Look, the marketing strategy that Carl is doing right now is brilliant, and it's bringing a lot of hype and attention. So I agree with you. And LG didn't have, by the way, was poor marketing. I would agree with you 100%. The failure of LG was poor marketing and showmanship. But everything about the Nothing Phone is not so rosy, right? Everything about this phone is not so rosy. There's bunch of problems with this device that a lot of people may steer away from. What are some of the problems with the Nothing Phone 1? Yes, there's a bunch of problems with this device. It's almost DOA on the spot here, right? First, Nothing community is a community of tech enthusiasts, right? No normal person wouldn't buy this phone. So it's devised of the tech community. But as we all know, the tech community is all about flagship specs and high-end performance. So it's strange to hear that this device is running kind of mid-range specs at the 778 processor instead of the 8 Gen 1 or the 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, because it's kind of strange that OnePlus is not OnePlus, but nothing is going this route. Next, the invite system is back. We all hated back in the day when Carl Pye was with OnePlus and they did the invite system. It was kind of nuts. Even in 2022, it's kind of a nuts way to do it, but this is what they're doing. So that hurts. Next, the Nothing Phone 1 is not coming to the United States and Canada. Unfortunately, Carl could not reach no kind of deals and agreements in the United States and Canada. So this device probably would not support 5G, no voice over LTE on AT&T, so we already know that's out. No services on Verizon Wireless. So in the United States, this device is not a recommended device. If you buy this phone in the United States, you could be basically going to use it on Wi-Fi. So it almost makes this device DOA on arrival if you live in the United States. Wow, that's a lot. That's a serious problem for the Nothing Phone. But hopefully Carl Pye will find some way to make that device way to the United States. Hopefully we could get some support in the United States and Canada. But you know what? It's a wait and see period, right? It's a wait and see period. But give me your final thoughts about the Nothing Phone 1. Well, if you are in the United States, there's nothing to see here. Don't buy this phone if you are in the United States or Canada. You would not get no carrier support. Even if you put it on T-Mobile, you would probably get support, but 4G LTE, nothing more. This is a regular mid-range device with a lot of marketing hype. There's nothing here to see. There's a bunch of good mid-range devices out there that works very well in the States, that's supported by all carriers, that has voice over LTE and everything else in between, plus 5G. So it would be a waste of money to buy this phone if you are in the United States. But if you are in other countries and you find this phone to be in your price range and it supports the carrier that you own, then go for it. Unfortunately, in the States, I would steer away from the Nothing Phone 1. It's a hard pass for me. So here it is, our thoughts on the Nothing Phone 1. Look, I want to thank the Evil Twin for always keeping it real on this No Fluff, No Passes. Look, I will continue to do these episodes and we're going to have some fun doing it. Look, give me your thoughts down below. What you think about the Nothing Phone 1? Is it a win or bust? Are you going to buy one if you live in the United States? And even though we're hearing that the price is going to be cheap, are you going to pick one up? Let me know down in the comments below. This is Eric the Tech Preacher along with the Evil Twin. Thank you for another episode of No Fluff, No Passes. See you guys on the next video. Peace.